Thanks, Sophia. You know, it definitely feels like winter outside. Sophia just mentioned we're getting some light snow in parts of the valley. And with snow, it's important we know how to drive safely in it. So joining us today is Lieutenant Chris Davis with the Boise Police Department to talk about some winter driving tips. Lieutenant, thank you so much for joining us here today.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
So we're talking about winter driving tips. I mean, what should folks know, especially when it comes to snow conditions and icy conditions?
Oh, one of the biggest things is just drive for the conditions. Slow down, slow down, slow down. That's the biggest one for anywhere in the state. Just drive slow, have that reaction time between you and the car in front of you. You know, you want to prep your car to start, like scrape your windows, which is required by the law. Make sure all your windows are scraped. Have good windshield wipers to clean it off, clean all the snow off of it before you go driving. And then the big thing, if we're having a bad storm, if you don't have to go somewhere, don't go anywhere, just stay home.
Good advice, right? Stay inside where it's warm.
That's right.
You know, you mentioned, scraping off your windshield and that type of thing, your windows. Are there any other winter weather laws that people should be aware of?
All laws obviously apply all year round, but there's a few that really are for winter, like snow tires. So if you had studded snow tires, those are from October to April, are the only times you can have them. Scraping your windows obviously pertains kind of to the colder time with the ice and stuff. You have to have all your windows scraped, side windows, front, back windows. And then the main one that we get is just driving for conditions. So if it is, icy or snowy and stuff, you still have to drive for those conditions. Even though the speed limit is 55, doesn't mean you should drive 55.
Yeah, good advice, right? Especially when you have to pay attention to those roads.
Yes, correct.
In terms of people getting stuck maybe in snowy conditions or something like that, any advice for them, what they should do?
We always tell people, if you can, stay in your car. Don't get out of your car because you're probably slid off the road and other cars may slide off the road. We don't want you to get hurt. So if it's unsafe for you to be in your car, then move to a place where it's going to be safe. If not, try and stay in your car and then call for help, whether that be a tow truck or the police department or somebody else that can come help you get unstuck from the place that you're at.
A lot of good advice there. Any other precautions that folks should take, when it comes to this type of weather and these conditions?
Anything that's going to be a long drive, you're driving from here to Salt Lake, Portland, even to Caldwell, make sure you know what the road conditions are ahead of time. Watch the news, call 511 for road conditions, and then plan. Make sure you have extra gear inside of your trunk, a blanket, a flashlight, road flares, plenty of gas, things like that. For in town, once again, it's just slow down, be patient with each other. Some people are nervous about driving. I've been driving in Idaho for 40 years, so it's normal to me, but other people, the weather can kind of get them a little freaked out. So just slow down and get there safe.
Yeah, good advice, especially we have a lot of newcomers here in our area as well. So, maybe this is their first winter.
Yes, very much so. So it's one of those things, like I said, just slow down, use caution.
All right, Lieutenant Chris Davis, thank you so much for joining us
Thank you.
here on the News at 4, and we'll be right back.